Yes, welcome back to Fantastic Friday here on New Start 93 FM. And we're in the segment titled Talk the Ting with Kim. I'm Mr. Fresh Concepts filling in for Kimmie. So we're talking about today what is the biggest hurdle for relationship in 2025. And so far we have been looking at the top 10 hurdles that we've received, the top 10 hurdles that relationships are faced with. All right, we've gone through the first list of 6 items so far. We're going to continue with the other 4, but let's give a quick recap of the 6 items that we've discussed. So, in the top 10 hurdles that relationships face or couples face in relationships, 1, poor communication. You know the thing already. That's a big hurdle to jump over because the relationship will not run smoothly with poor communication. Trust issues, you know, that's already is gonna be a toxic thing for the relationship if it's gone out of hand. All right. Number 3, we looked at unrealistic expectation. Everybody is trying to get focused on what's happening on social media and what's happening in that other person's relationship, and not really considering whether or not it's realistic or whether or not it's applicable to your life. All right. Number 4 item on our list of hurdles that people face in relationship nowadays, commitment phobia. So many options out there, they don't want to settle down. I'm on Bumble, I'm on Tinder, I have about 3 people trying to talk to me on Instagram. It's crazy. You have that, you know, that fear of missing out. I can't put down these apps because, you know, I'm gonna miss out on something, and you have your partner right there in front of you, huh? So commitment phobia was number 4. Number 5, lack of emotional availability. People nowadays are jumping into relationship for whatever needs, but they're not in it for an emotional benefits or emotional bond, right? Everybody's out here, you know, struggling with expressing their emotions, struggling with building deep and meaningful connections. They're not sure. Everything is online, so they're not as open to communicate, or they're not as real. They just give you something simple and dry and gets nowhere, right? So that lack of emotional availability is a big hurdle on our list today. And number 6, busy lifestyle and time constraints. Everybody doing 2-3 jobs, who's doing side hustle, who's starting a business, who's trying to get that overtime. Everybody's trying to work hard because, yeah, things are harder nowadays. So people are going above and beyond. So that puts a toll on your relationship. But people, there are fixes for most of these. I won't say all, but there are fixes for pretty much almost all of these things. It just takes a bit of planning, a bit of hard work. But we're going to look into what it takes in our follow-up discussion that will be done on April 25th. That's 2 weeks from now. Remember that next week will be Good Friday. So next week Friday is Good Friday. So we won't be on air. We'll be on a, you know, holiday break, as them call it. And we'll return to you on April 25th. All right. With that, Jordy Genius, welcome, bossy. I see some other people jumping in on the live. Welcome. Feel free to drop your comments as well. We're looking at the top 10 hurdles, or the biggest hurdles that couples face in relationship nowadays in 2025. All right. Number 7 on our list is different life goals. This is a big hurdle that people have to face, because just like career or ambition, having kids, or even trying to decide where to live, those ideas can clash, especially when these discussions are delayed. So people, don't be shy. I mean, sometimes you might say, okay, you don't really discuss this on the first date, but 5, 6, 7 dates in, you know, discuss whether or not you don't want kids. You know, and discuss whether or not, you know, you want to pursue a career in this, or you're gonna work and travel. All of a sudden these things pop up on you on the spot, and it's gonna be a big hurdle for you to jump over to make the relationship work. So having different life goals, while I say it not necessarily means there's a problem, but it can result in a hurdle for you to cross over if it's not handled properly. All right. So my rule is, after about the 58th man, start plan look a future together. You know, talk about what you're looking forward to, what you expect, what you have on the table, and you know what's your next goal or next milestone. So that's point number 7, different life goals. We look at point number 8 as we look at the top 10 lists, of issues affecting relationship nowadays. Number 8 I should say, infidelity or micro cheating. Micro cheating? I see them cheating, no people. I don't know why them add the micro. But yeah, when we look at emotional cheating, flirting, sending DMs and all these hot pictures and all these attention-seeking behaviors, they blur the line of fidelity more and more each day. You can have your partner out there sending heart emojis and kisses and hugs, and the man say is a friend. Oh, it's just a friend. It's very, very confusing. So we have to come to some sort of an understanding. So it's very good to have these discussions early. Yeah. So I've gone some places before and I see where they set up the stations a bit different, so that, you know, they get a better flow of the activities. So that has to happen with the relationship. So emotional cheating, the DMs, the hidden apps and hidden friends on different apps, just because, you know, you want to live 2 or 3 life at the same time. So infidelity and micro cheating is a big hurdle for people to cross these days in 2025. Now we move on to number 9, and this one is a big one, and it can get out of control if not handled properly. Number 9 on our top 10 list of hurdles that relationships face nowadays: mental health struggles. Yes, of course. Nowadays, people are struggling mentally in relationships. We're looking at items such as anxiety, depression, burnout, and other challenges can take a toll on the relationship, especially when there's not enough support or understanding. So yeah, people have been going through these motions. You have anxiety, depression, burnout, tired, frustrated. All these things may pop up when you're talking about a hurdle in your relationship. And the solution is to provide support for your partner when they are going through these times. But sometimes there's not enough support, and that's why we have that hurdle to cross. All right, so we're going to look at point number 10. Number 10 is the big issue that's affecting relationship now, and I think it ties into more than one of the other points as well. And we're looking at the difference in spending habits. So financial stress is one of the biggest hurdles that people face nowadays, and it ties into the whole idea of unreal expectations. Your partner feels spend 100,000 per year, but you don't say your partner make 120,000. What am I doing with the change? Well, if we go work back again, right? So money issues are still on the top of the list, and they're still a cause for relationship issues or tension. Differences in spending habits or financial goals can create a major rift or a major struggle. So one likes to spend more than the other, that's going to be a problem. Because you're going to be like, oh my God, every day just spend. So, and the next one I'm going to say, I know your money, and then, you know, it goes down the drain from there. All right. So I'm going to do a quick recap of the 10 points that we looked on for what is the biggest hurdle for relationships in 2025. If I missed any, feel free to drop your suggestion in the comments below so we can review it. All right. The top 10 biggest hurdles for a relationship to face in 2025. So we looked at number 1, poor communication. You know the steps already, people. Communication is the key to any healthy relationship. Number 2, trust issues. You don't trust each other. You're already beating up yourself to say, oh geez, that I go on. You don't even know. You can't be trusted, but you're cussing that the partner can't be trusted. Unrealistic expectations. Everybody wants to get what they see on social media, but sometimes it's not all that it's lived up to be. Sorry, number 5, we're looking at lack of emotional availability. Yeah, everybody just want to live them life with them feeling, don't want to tie down to nobody. I think the song says they don't want to itch up on the man like roll on. Yeah, nobody's really pouring out their love nowadays. Everybody's waiting to get little love so they can return it. Like, send love first, no? Try it, because you know what I said? So, that's one of the issues affecting relationships nowadays, a lack of emotional availability. All right, number 6 on the list, we looked at busy lifestyle and time constraints. Of course, that's going to be a hurdle in your relationship. If you're not able to balance the time to ensure that you're spending quality time with your partner, yeah, as them try it one day, you know, you might lose your boo. You might lose your spot if you're not acting, you know, as how you should. So, the busy lifestyle, time constraints, everybody doing 2 or 3 jobs, yeah, the relationship is harder to handle. You might have access to more income, but it's not going to make the relationship easy on paper. All right. Number 8. Wait, hold on. Let's see. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Number 1, poor communication. Number 2, trust issues. Number 3, unrealistic expectation. Number 4, commitment phobia. Number 5, lack of emotional availability. Number 6, busy lifestyle and time constraints. Number 7, different life goals. Definitely, you know, you going on that path, they're going on their own path. That can be a big hurdle to cross as well. However, a little communication usually is able to resolve this once it has not gotten out of hand. Number 8 on the list, infidelity. As they call it, emotional cheating, flirting, all of that stuff. It becomes like a semi-norm nowadays. Infidelity, micro cheating. All right, everybody you have 5, 6, 7 people on different apps all across the board that chat up with flirting. Yeah, that's a rough one. Number 9 on our list, mental health struggles. And trust me, this is a hard one out there because one, we're very busy. We have so much to keep up with that we are faced with anxiety, depression, burnout, and other challenges. And this takes a toll on the relationship, especially when there's not enough support or understanding. So you want to keep your mental health struggle intact, keep it under a good balance, because at any time it can be a hurdle for the relationship. All right, let's see, number 10, as we're looking at the top 10 issues, top 10 hurdles relationship face in 2025. As I said, number 10, the big kahuna, the big hurdle, financial stress. Everybody is worried about the finances. You want to people saying, oh, you have to spend this on first date. If you not spend 20,000 on first date, blah, blah, blah. All of these things are, you know, unnecessary financial burden that have been created. So you have to ensure that you're not putting yourself in a jam. You want to have a smooth, healthy relationship. All right. So people, we looked at 10 of the biggest hurdles that we face in relationships in 2025. These are some of our biggest issues. And yeah, they can be resolved. It's just going to take a lot of active engagement to make the changes or to break out of some of these habits that people have. All right. Pinky Brewster says, where Kim? Kim is at work. Pinky says, I ain't worried. It is what it is. I don't even like going out. And I mean, when we talk about financial stress, it doesn't even have to be with going out, because that's how some people get checked, they get tricked. They're like, oh my, this person said they're a homebody. They don't go out, so I'd have to spend on dates, right? But guess what? You still end up broke when you go with that person. Why? Because this person loves to shop online, gets the delivery to their house. Them don't even have to go nowhere. So all you see now is some charge. You tell them, say, listen, I'm buy this one item for you. When you look at 30,000 of charges on your card, because they're what? Them just enjoy shopping at home. So financial stress can be a hurdle that people face in relationship nowadays. And it ties in as well to number 3, which was unrealistic expectation. You see everybody going on trips and doing this and going to big party. You have to go this party cost 40,000. You and your boo have to go because it's the trend out there. And say your wallet can't manage that. You're doing all this to impress the wrong people. Save your money. Put it to something more meaningful or something that you can actually afford. When I take out loan for, keep up with social media and to try and make it look like you're having the best relationship ever. I want to fly out and all these things. I'm not saying don't have fun, but ensure you're not putting yourself into a deep pile of debt. Okay? Alright, people, so there you have it. That's our top 10 list of the biggest hurdles couples face in relationship as we look at our topic, the biggest hurdle for relationships in 2025. Alright, so people, it's not easy, but we're gonna do a follow-up topic on the 25th of April. Remember, next week, the 18th, is gonna be Good Friday. It's gonna be a holiday, so we won't be in studio, but we return on the 25th. So you can look out for that episode, and you can join us in the discussion because we're gonna have our guests in studio to share their points of views as to what is the biggest hurdle that we face in relationships for 2025. Some of these issues they didn't have back in the 90s. Nobody never have to worry about who I follow who on social media, why y'all like this girl pics. Those weren't issues back then. So we have some new issues that have popped up, and we want to find out how we can get over these hurdles in 2025. All right. See some more comments dropping in. So I want to wish you guys a fantastic weekend. I'm going to go ahead and drop one of the trivia questions or two if I can. So far we have winner from Irving Hall. They won our trivia rivals battle earlier today. And we have our winner, Unbeatable Champion, who won one of the credit prizes. Pinky says, I love to sleep. I don't have to go nowhere but my bed. Sleep will say, I can afford the cost, $0. Well, make sure I sleep your sleep. As I said, when people say them stay home, you would think sometimes them staying home and saving, but they must shop online. They want other things. When you look, you see them door full up or you see them hand full up when them go up to the courier office. So, yeah. Ensure you're not putting yourself in unnecessary burden or unnecessary debt trying to keep up with others in social media or in, I call it, social media land. Alright? Yeah. So, let's get to 2 trivia questions. It's just about 8 minutes to go. 8.5 minutes to go inside Funtastic Friday here on New Start 93 FM. People, I hope you guys have a fantastic holiday as well. What you guys doing for the holiday coming up? Easter holiday. You get your bun yet? I haven't purchased any yet. And Easter, people, is not just about bun, you can reflect on the resurrection. Yeah. Give up, make a sacrifice. Give up something. We're still in the period of Lent. You can still give up something for the rest of the period. Yeah. something that you know will impact your life. Give up soda, give up sweets, excess sweets. Give up. We had a list of about 8 things that you can give up for Lent. So you can look out for that post on our Instagram page. Yeah, we have some good pointers for you. Yeah. Alright, but in the meantime, people, on 18th of April, that's going to be Good Friday. And you know, Easter Sunday is the 20th. And the 21st will be Easter Monday, which is the holiday as well. So we get 2 holidays coming up, the Friday and the Monday. People like me don't really get holiday because we work right through. But we won't be in studio on Friday the 18th. So look out for us online for our posts. And coming up also next week, which is going to be the 18th to the 21st, is vacay weekend. We spoke to the team members earlier today in our show. Want to say a big up to Marquise. Yeah, Marquise gave us a rundown. We start our vacay weekend with The Lawn. That's going to be on April 18th out there in Plantation Cove St. Anne. And you make your way through the lineup of events. Yeah, you want to know, say, vacay weekend. Yeah, it's a strong lineup of events. You don't want to miss it. They started off with The Lawn, as I said. Up next after The Lawn is going to be Picnic. Yeah, it's kind of like a Pretty in Pink kind of thing. Yeah. Then they have Tropical Saturday. It's going to be the next event on the Saturday there. On Sunday, they have the Estate in the daytime. And over so, the Pajama Party kicks off in the nighttime. And they close off the vacay weekend with Sands on April 21st. All right, so that's going to be the lineup of events for vacay weekend. They had some new events from, them said New York and them place there. So they had some new events like Picnic and Tropical Saturdays. So you don't want to miss that one. All right. So, yeah. Quite a lot of things that will be happening on the holiday weekend. So ensure that you go out there, have some fun. Also, you want to remember the season. Yeah, the reason for the season. Yeah. Do some reflection, do some prayer, fasting, do some meditation, do some reflection. Yeah. Get back yourself in the right position where you should be. All right. Also, on the holiday weekend, you know, people love the bun and cheese, something there. Easter bun and yeah. We know the settings, people. Alright, so we're going to drop our trivia section for today. So today, you got to let us know how many items did we list for our list of hurdles that relationship face nowadays. And tell me one of the items that was listed. The first person to do so will get a credit prize. I want to say a big up to everybody that was a part of our show today. I want to say a big up to our guests we had on our show. We spoke with Marquise and the team from The Lawn, a part of vacay weekend. Big up to you and the team. See you guys out there next week. And we also spoke with a rivals competition. We had Irving Hall representatives Kayla and Ravine, and for Taylor Hall we had representatives Khalif and Lentworth. And yeah, out of the matchup, Irving Hall stepped out as champions. It was a good fight from Taylor Hall, but yeah, it got a bit Irving stepped out further in the lead in the final round. All right, people, so there you have it, people. Fantastic Friday here on News.93 FM. Remember, the trivia question is still on the way. How many items did we list in our discussion for the top hurdles that relationships are faced with in 2025? And tell me what was one of those hurdles that were listed. Very easy peasy. I want to say big up to everybody joining us on the live. Pinky Brewster, unbeatable champion. Big up to the team and the halls from Taylor, Irvin. We also had last week Chancellor and Towers. Big up to everybody out there. Congrats to Irving Hall. They won themselves a movie pass for 2 to Carib 5. Yeah, I know the strips are the people. Fantastic Friday. We do this live every Friday from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Newstalk 93 FM. Yeah. We're going to take it out with a little blessing right here. Yeah, man, more time have a blessing up yourself. And as we say, we're coming up to Easter weekend. It's not just about Easter egg hunt, it's about some reflection on the resurrection. Yeah. So make sure you play your part and do the right thing. People out there, be safe on the roads, people. Make sure you have your thing, your vehicle documents in order. Because you don't see the police out there as well. Right? Make sure your vehicle up to par, even though some of the roads are not up to par. But one thing I want to say, people, cut down on the speeding, be safe on the roads, and you don't have to drive aggressive all the time. Yeah? You want to do some defensive driving. I see people that's driving into other vehicles because I'm in the right. No, sir. You can hold your brakes and give them a pass. But yeah, you don't need to prove a point. Safety is always the first option. Alright? So we're going to take it out with this one.